Then shall the righteous shine forth as the sun in the kingdom of their Father. Who hath ears to hear, let him hear. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a treasure hid in the field, the which when a man hath found, he hideth, and for joy thereof goeth and selleth all that he hath, and buyeth that field. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a merchant man seeking goodly pearls, who, when he had found one pearl of great price, went and sold all that he had and bought it. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like unto a net that was cast into the sea, and gathered of every kind, which when it was full, they drew to shore, and sat down, and gathered the good into vessels, but cast the bad away.
So at the right hand of the Lord there are pleasures forevermore. So we can look at the earth today, and there are still, even though this devil has destroyed and ruined the earth and polluted the world, polluted the air, polluted the waters, polluted the food and the people and everything, and the earth itself, there are still places on earth that are so breathtaking and so beautiful, even though it's still tainted, but it's just so beautiful to look at. You know, being there can probably take off, you know, or bring you back 5-10 years, make you 5 or 10 years younger, 15-20 years younger, just by the presence, the aura of that place. So just imagine how much greater the kingdom is going to be when the Most High has on his right hand there are pleasures forevermore. You know, imagine how much greater, how much more beautiful the kingdom of heaven is going to be once it's established. You know, and these are things that we have to keep in mind, because this is what we're fighting for.
All right, Shalom. First and foremost, I would like to give all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, Bahashem, Kavadash. Double honors unto the apostles and the elders of TMS who rule well, teach well, being great examples towards younger brothers. And peace and blessing, salutation to the hopeful elect out there pushing his word in truth and in sincerity across the four winds in the name of Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua, pushing to get up out of here. Shalom to the hopeful elect, the believers, the listeners, whom have came back to the obedience of the scriptures through faith in Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushua. All right, so what we're going to do, is do a continuation of, the book of Tobit. Now we're in the 11th chapter. And as I was reading the 11th chapter, I seen a similarity, to the reaction of Tobias' mother, all right, Anna. She reacted to his return, and it's similar to, all right, how our land is going to react to us coming back, okay? So I want to touch on a few things, but that's going to be the main point, going into Tobit, the 11th chapter, because we, in the time where we're set to go home, all these prophecies that we see happening, all right, with, pretty much two major prophecies, all right, are, expected, are happening, it's two main prophecies that we await, before we go back home. So before we return back to our homeland, and that's, the MOTB and World War III. So as we await those two major prophecies, which the MOTB is going to bring, the chaos, the famines, the violence, okay, the concentration camps is going to bring all those things, man. All right, the all out hell, breaking loose, man. Okay, it's gonna bring those things on. All right, which is going to lead to a war. All right, as these nations, battle, for, position within this new world order, is going to bring on a global war, which is going to usher in the second coming of Yahushua, in which we're going to go home. We're going to be delivered and brought back to our land. Okay, so we're gonna go into those things, man. So let's start in the book of Tobit. We'll go from there. Okay. All right. So this is the book of Tobit, chapter 11, verse 1. And it says, after these things, Tobias went his way, praising the Most High that he had given him a prosperous journey, and blessed Ragiel and Edna his wife, and went on his way till they drew near unto Nineveh. Okay, so Tobias was on his way back, and he had, safe travels, as he went. All right, and he's having safe travels on the way back, because back then traveling was extremely dangerous. You didn't have, 911. Okay, you was pretty much out there, as you travel. That's why even you hear brothers today speak about, you know, when you leave brothers now, what they'll say, traveling mercy. Because it's the will of Yahweh Shema Shai whether we make it to a destination and make it back. And in these times, it was much more dangerous, man. You know, because things was a little more, wide open. And you didn't have, the emergency communications systems that we have today. Okay, so his journey was prosperous, man. All right, so let's get a couple of precepts, because at the end of the day, we have to remember Tobit was a what? He was a stand up guy, because his father Tobit, taught him to be that way. All right, he was brought up in righteousness, man. Okay, so let's go from there. If a brother could put matter of fact, I gotta get it. There's a few I got it lined up. I get it. Just go to the blue letter real quick. All right, this is and we'll start off with the book of Proverbs. Okay, it's the book of Proverbs, chapter 2, and we'll start at verse. All right, this is matter of fact, I might need to start on up. I started one. Proverbs 2:1 says, "My son, if thou wilt receive my words and hide my commandments with thee, so that thou incline thine ear unto wisdom and apply thy heart to understanding. Yeah, if thou criest after knowledge and lifted up thy voice for understanding, if thou seekest her as silver and searchest for her as for hid treasures," because it's a labor as we get into this wisdom, man. As we read, we fast, watch these videos, it's because we're putting labor in seeking wisdom on how we should conduct ourselves, man, how we should behave, you know. And it says, "Then shalt thou understand the fear of the Lord and find the knowledge of the Most High. For the Lord giveth wisdom, out of his mouth cometh knowledge and understanding. He layeth up sound wisdom for the righteous. He is a buckler to them that walk uprightly," man. And a buckler is what? A defense. Okay? So Tobit poured into his son Tobias righteousness, integrity, okay? The commandments of Yahweh Shema Shai, and it was like a buckler unto him. So much so that it was an actual angel, aiding Tobias, okay, in his walk, man. Okay. That's the level, that Tobit had received favor, that his son, had an actual angel, guiding him on this journey. You see? Let's do what? Faith, obedience, man. Okay, and we show our faith through what? Our actions, our works. Okay, it says he keepeth the paths of the judgment. All right, he keepeth the paths of judgment and preserveth the way of his saints. Okay, and remember, we always go into his word, way. Okay, he preserveth the way. all right, which in the Hebrew is the rock, okay? All right, so you have the actual way, the road, the path, all right, but then you go down to what? It says a manner, or a way, of course of life, of moral character, okay? So he's preserving us, in our actual coming and going in our paths. All right, but then he's also preserving us by putting the spirit on us to have a course of life that's pleasing unto him, man. Okay? Integrity, righteousness, honesty, you know? You see, obedient, humility, okay? And these things are preserving us, man. All right? As we go on our journey, because what was Tobias going to get? An inheritance, man. So on our journey to our inheritance, we're being preserved, man. All right, verse 10, it says, when wisdom enter into thine heart, and knowledge is pleasant unto thy soul, discretion shall preserve thee, understanding shall keep thee, to deliver thee from the way of evil, of the evil man, from the man that speaketh for things. All right. And which man is it speaking of now? Esau, Edom. You see, we're being preserved through wisdom, through understanding, through integrity, through righteousness. We're being preserved, man. Okay? The Lord is preserving us, man. He's setting up scenarios for us to maneuver around the wickedness and the evil of this society, man. Okay? So let's go back to the book of Tobit. Okay? Let's go back to Tobit. So all right, so this is back in the book of Tobit, chapter 11. I'm going to read on. All right. So this is, I restart back at 1. So after these things, Tobias went his way, praising the Most High that he had given him a prosperous journey, and blessed Ragiel and Edna, his wife, all right, which is Tobias, mother and father, father and mother-in-law now. And it says, and went on his way till they drew near unto Nineveh. Then Raphael said to Tobias, thou knowest, brother, how thou didst leave thy father. Let us haste before thy wife and prepare the house, and take in thy hand the gall of fish. So they went their way, and the dog went after them. Okay, so they went ahead of Sarah, which, remember, Sarah left with servants. So she had men servants and female servant that she inherited, so she wasn't by herself, but Tobias and Raphael, the angel, went before them, okay, to prepare the way. All right. And it just constantly shows the hospitality that our people show towards another, man. Okay. And it says, and taking thy hand the gall of fish, so they went their way, and the dog went after them. Now Anna, all right, sat looking out towards the way for her son, and pretty much now Anna is in a position as, as us as a believer. We look, for the son, Yahweh Shai. Okay. Hey, we look towards Yahweh Shai, man. We look forward, to his appearing. Okay. Matter of fact, if a brother can post that in 2 Timothy chapter 4, verses 7 and 8. If a brother can post that. And that's the spirit too, because you had Anna, that was in the temple waiting on Yahweh Shai. She was in the temple, she would fast often. Okay, and she was just waiting to see Yahweh Shai. She seen, Yahweh Shai, as a child. Okay, and she was good. She was consoled. Okay, so now you have Anna, all right, pretty much waiting on her son. She's just looking every day for Yahweh Shai. And that's what we're doing. We look at prophecy. Okay, when we look into current events, we're looking for the son to come back. We're looking for Yahweh Shai, looking for our Redeemer, our comfort. You see, that's what we're doing. As we look, All right, for the Son, which is Yahweh Shai. Okay, so he's the brother beyond Yasha and 2 Timothy 4:17 said, I have fought a good fight. I have finished my course. I have kept the faith. Okay. And this is a fight. Remember, this is a fight to keep the faith, man. Everything in this world is set towards being a distraction, okay, and something that breaks our faith, man. Everything in this society, man. So it's a fight, you know. And Anna, sitting in the window every day, she she was locked in, you know. She had a moment where she was tripping, last chapter emotional, okay. But now she's locked in into waiting on her son, okay. 2 Timothy 4:8, henceforth there is laid up for me a crown of righteousness, which the Lord, the righteous judge, shall give me at that day, and not to me only, okay, but unto all them also that love his appearing, okay, they look forward to that appearing. You see? All right. So you see, Anna's in this position of waiting for her son. All right, as we as believers, are waiting for Yahweh Shai. Okay, we look forward to his appearing, and she was looking forward to the appearing of her son. Okay, verse 6, back in Tobit 11:6, it says, and when she espied him coming, she said to his father, behold, thy son cometh, and the man that went with him. You see, then said Raphael, I know Tobias, that thy father will open his eyes. Okay, so now she sees her son, all right, and now she's excited. Okay, she's relieved, she's comforted now. Okay, then it goes into a dialogue between Raphael, the angel in disguise, and Tobias. It said, then said Raphael, I know Tobias, that thy father will open his eyes. Therefore, anoint thou his eyes with gall, and being pricked therewith, he shall rub, and the whiteness shall fall away, and he shall see thee. Then Anna ran forth and fell upon the neck of her son, and said unto him, seeing I have seen my son, from henceforth I am content to die, and they both. Okay, so she seen her son, and he said she went and fell upon his neck. Okay, which she embraced. Okay, and see, our minds now have been set to embrace the return of Yahweh Shai. Because why? We done fell back in love with righteousness, man. Everything that is promised for Yahweh Shai to do, we done fell in love with that, man. If we were still street niggas, man, we wouldn't be concerned about the coming of Yahweh Shai. We would look at that as a bad thing. Okay, if we was of this world, being a Christian, if we was all about this society, we wouldn't be looking forward to the coming of Yahweh Shai. Okay, a woman that's still in that feminist mindset, she's not looking forward to the coming of Yahweh Shai. Like, nah, she wants to enjoy the perks, okay, of this Queen of Heaven system that's set up, man. But as we have grown in righteousness, we despise this current society, and we have fallen in love with what's promised at the coming of Yahweh Shai. Okay, so now let's go from there. All right, let's get this in the book of Baruch. Well, first, let's get that. If a brother can post that in Galatians 4:26, a brother can post it, because it likened our land into what? Like a mother. Okay. Yeah, Baruch. Now Galatians 4:26, and then let's get I want to say it's Isaiah 50:1. Okay, then we'll go into this Baruch. And kind of we'll just read down. That'll be most of the lesson. Just dealing with Baruch, man. Okay, and the water, brother. This is the brother Malcolm. Okay, after the missiles. All right, this is Galatians 4:26. It said, but Jerusalem, which above, all right, is free, which is the mother of us all. Okay? And the mother is like a what? A nurturer, man. Okay? And that land was our nurturer, likened unto a mother. And we're going to go into Baruch to show you that that land, has a spirit. Okay? So now, let's go here. This to brother beyond Yasha Allah. All right, Isaiah 50:1. It said, thus said the Lord, where is the bill of your mother's divorcement? Okay? And who's that mother speaking of our land, whom I have put away? Yeah, because divorce is a separation. Okay, the people were separated, all right, from their land. Okay, we was put out from our mother, man. That's why it said we had to be adopted back. Okay, first we had to be adopted in the spirit, you know, and then we're gonna be physically brought back to our land. It says, or which of my creditors is it to whom that I have sold you? Behold, okay, for your iniquities have ye sold yourselves, and for your transgression is your mother put away. Okay, we was separated from a Jerusalem, which was our nourishment, our mother. Okay, and it ain't that the Lord like He owed anybody. Nah, man, it was us. He didn't have no creditors, someone that He had to sell us for collateral because He didn't have the money. And nah, man, it was our sins that put us away, our iniquities, man. Okay, and it's through Yahweh Shah and repentance that we're going to be brought back. All right, so let's read this. Let's go in the book of Baruch. Okay, as we see it compares our land. All right, it compares our land to our mother, and we see the reaction, that Anna had for her son Tobias. All right, well, that land, our land, Israel, is going to have that reaction towards us, man. Okay, now this is Baruch 4:6. It says, "You were sold to the nations, not for your destruction, but because you moved the Most High to wrath, you were delivered unto the enemies." Okay, and we just read that in the book of Isaiah. Okay, while we was delivered unto our enemies, man. Okay, you can put that in. Brother can put that Jeremiah 17:4. Okay, for you provoked him that made you by sacrificing unto devils and not to the Most High. You have forgotten the everlasting power that brought you up, and you have grieved Jerusalem that nursed you. Okay, that land, hey, it's a certain conduct that's required on that land. That's why even when the Assyrians they brought they put those Hamites in our land. Okay, they was being devoured by wild beasts, man, because of their conduct. They had to bring priests in to teach them, the law, man, to give them a standard to live by. Okay, that land requires a standard, and that's why the Lord is going to allow missiles to hit our land now to cleanse out that filth that's over there now. Those heathens that's over there in that land now, they're going to be moved out, man. Okay, but going back to the point, this land was likened to a mother that nourished us, man. All right, but we couldn't stay in the house. See, your mother would be that nourishment, man, and your father would give you that structure, okay, and that discipline, but also that protection, and you receive benefits, all right, because you inherit your father's title, his authority. You see, but nah, man, we couldn't do right, man. So the father put us out, okay. He put our ass out, man. It says, but that mother, she's gonna have the attachment, man, to us, to her children. It says, for when she saw the wrath of the Most High coming upon you, she said, "Hearken, O ye that dwell about Zion, the Most High have brought upon me great mourning." So that so like that land was like, look, y'all gotta do right. Like a mother trying to warn you, but like she sees, the father being agitated. She's seeing the husband being agitated, so she's like trying to warn the children, like, fall back, get in order, man. Because once he go off, ain't nothing I can do, you know. It says, "For I saw the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting brought upon them. With joy did I nourish them, but sent them away with weeping and mourning." Okay, you had the Assyrian captivity first, and then you had the Babylonian captivity. It took away, the southern kingdoms. Uh, the Assyrian captivity took away the northern kingdoms first. Okay, then you had that's like the Babylonian captivity. It took away the southern kingdom, and the southern kingdom came back. Okay, but eventually was dispersed again in 70 AD. Okay, and there was no returning unto their land as a whole, man. Okay, it says, "Let no man rejoice over me, a widow, and forsaken of many." All right, and their land now is in a saddened condition. Okay, that's why you see that land barren and dry, man. Okay, because the true children of that land is not there. Okay, that's why that land is not in the nurturing state, man. All right, because if you just bring some strange, unruly children into the house of a mother, man, she's not going to be provoked to be nourishing to those children, man. Okay, especially if her children were taken away, and then you just bring some unruly, you know, ungrateful niggas over there, man. Okay, and that's how it is in our land right now, man. It said, "Who for the sins of my children am left desolate, because they departed from the law of the Most High. They knew not his statutes, nor walked in the ways of his commandments." All right, we didn't maintain the structures, all right, that the laid down in the household, man. Okay, and you get tossed out, man. Okay, because I know I see my granddaddy move like this with my uncles, man. They didn't want to abide. Okay, because the mother never just a lot of times you know um they always want to have you know just too much mercy, man, and just allow you to kind of just dwell there and be there, man, and evolve into a goddamn nigga, man. Okay, but their father be like, "Nah, man, you gotta get the hell out, man." You have some women, that put their foot down, all right, and get them niggas out of there, man. Okay, but that father has a much shorter patience and tolerance, all right, for disobedience, man. All right, it says, "Nor walked in the ways of his commandments, nor tried in the paths of the discipline of his righteousness. Let them that dwell about Zion come and remember ye the captivity of my sons and daughters, which the everlasting have brought upon them. For he have brought a nation upon them from far, a shameless nation of a strange language, who neither reverence old men nor pity child. These have carried away the dear beloved children of the widow, and left her that was alone, desolate, without daughters. But what can I help you?" Okay, like the land, like I can't do nothing, because especially like those traditional households when the fathers was the true heads. Okay, and especially back during the ancient world, man, when the father would say something, the woman had no say so in certain matters, man. Especially when it came to certain discipline. Okay, when it was time, for that harsh judgment, the woman will have no say so, man. Okay, it said, verse 18, "For he that brought these plagues upon you will deliver you from the hands of your enemies." Now it's going into the hope that we have, man. Okay, so the power that brought these upon us for our disobedience is now setting the stage to deliver us, man, from the hands of our enemies, man. It says, "Go your way, O my children, go your way, for I am left desolate. I have put off the clothing of peace." All right. And we went our way because we've been scattered throughout the earth, man. Okay. It says, "I have put off the clothing of peace and put on the sackcloth of my prayer. I will cry unto the everlasting in my days." So that land is even crying out, man. Okay. It says, "Be of good cheer, O my children. cry unto the Lord, and he shall deliver you from the power of the hand of the enemies. Okay, and who is that going to be? Through Yahweh Shai. If a brother can put that in Isaiah 19 and Isaiah 19 verses 19 and 20. Okay. Read this real quick. Yep, this is a good one. Yep, this is the brother Bayan Yasha Allah Sirach 35:15 said, though not the tears run down the widow's cheek, and is not her mercy against him that causes them to fall. Okay. He that serveth the Lord shall be accepted with favor, and his prayer shall reach unto the clouds. So the Lord has put the spirit on us to be obedient, and now our prayers are reaching unto the clouds. Okay. And now we grown to go back home, man. Like the West, like yeah, the West ain't it, man. We grown to go back home, man. You know, if we haven't, if we continue in this thing, man, there's a deep hatred that's created for the West, man. And everything that it stands for, and everything that it has produced, man. You just form a deep hatred for it, man. We gotta go to the other side of the earth, man. This ain't for us, man. This ain't it. We're out of place here, man. Okay, and that's what we grown for, man. All right. Verse 17 said, "The prayer of the humble pierced the clouds." All right, until it says, "Until it cometh not, he will not be comforted, and will not depart till the Most High shall be whole." All right, till the Most High shall be whole to judge righteously and execute judgment, man. Okay. And we're waiting on their righteous judgment to be executed, man. That's why America being completely destroyed. It's righteous judgment, man. Okay, verse 18: For the Lord will not slack, neither will the mighty be patient toward them, till he have smitten asunder the loins of the unmerciful. And that's this current rulership of the wicked, Esau, Edom, man. This man is just extremely unmerciful, man. This man has no limit to the wickedness, the lewdness, and the perverseness, all right, that he'll bring to the earth, man. Okay, the amount of oppression, this digital system, man. This is a system that's going to be built around oppression that the earth has never seen, control that the earth has never seen. It's going to be in wickedness, man. Okay. It says, "And repay vengeance to the heathen, till he have taken away the multitude of the proud, and broken the scepter of the unrighteousness," man. Okay, the rulership of the unrighteousness, man. You see, this is GMS. Be zealous, therefore. It's the Isaiah 19:19 says, "In that day there shall be an altar, all right, to the Lord in the midst of the land of Egypt, and a pillar at the border thereof to the Lord," man. Is this these camps, man? These are spiritual altars, okay, that have gone out. Okay, this is a spiritual altar that the Lord has set up in the midst, all right, of our captivity, man. Because Egypt, represents captivity. The landmass is America, the bulk of our captivity. Okay, Egypt, hey, in the midst of captivity, man, the Lord, all right, has set up these altars, man. Okay. In verse let me see. I think you got it. Okay, verse 20, it says, "It shall be for a sign, for a witness unto the Lord of hosts in the land of Egypt." All right, over in America, "For they shall cry unto the Lord because of the oppression, and he shall send them a great one, and he shall deliver them." And that's Yahweh Shai. Okay. All right. That's who's going to deliver us out this situation, man. It's Yahweh Shai, who's going to get us out of here, man, and bring us back home. Okay. So when you go back here to the book of Tobit, it says, Be of good cheer, O my children, cry unto the Lord. And who do we cry to? Yahweh Shai. And he shall deliver you from the power and the hand of your enemies. For my hope is in the everlasting, that he will save you, and joy is come unto me from the Holy One, because of the mercy which shall soon come unto you from the everlasting, our Savior, man. So even that land has a hope in our return, man. Okay, even our land has faith. You see, which is like what to our mother. All right, and you see Anna sitting in that in that window. You know, hey, she formed faith, man. Like he coming back. You know, my son, hey, my son is gonna come back. It said, "For I sent you out with mourning and weeping, but the Most High will give you to me again with joy and gladness forever." Okay, so hey, Anna went through that phase of mourning and weeping. Okay, and sadness. All right, now she's weeping for joy because she sees her son. Okay, it said, like is now the neighbors of Zion have seen your captivity, so shall they see shortly your salvation. Okay, so just as we went in captivity, okay, I pretty much our captivity was hey, they seen the Assyrians remove us from that land. They seen the Babylonians remove us from that land. They seen us get ran out in 70 AD. They seen us being transported during the transatlantic trade slave. Okay? Our captivity, hey, that was our embarrassment, man, because we embarrassed the Most High. All right? But just as we left in shame, we're going to come return in glory, man. Okay? It says, so shall they see shortly your salvation from my power, which shall come upon you with great glory and brightness from the everlasting, man. They're gonna see us come back in those chariots, man. Okay. Verse 25, my children suffer patiently the wrath that has come upon you from the Most High. For thine enemy have persecuted thee, but shortly thou shalt see his destruction and shall tread upon his neck, man. Okay, we're finna get the upper hand in this battle of good and evil. Okay, Jacob and Esau, man, that battle from the womb. We're gonna get the open hand. We just suffering, our punishment, man. But see, our captivity is almost fulfilled, man. Our punishment is almost fulfilled. Okay, then we're gonna return back to that land. Now let's jump down. Okay, 36 it says, "O Jerusalem, look about thee towards the east, and behold the joy that cometh unto thee from the Most High. Lo, thy sons come, whom thou sentest away, they come gathered, okay, together from the east to the west by the word, because we've been gathered by this word first, and then we're going to be gathered by Yahushua. All right, rejoicing in the glory of the Most High." So the scriptures like, look, oh Jerusalem, our mother, look toward the east, look what's coming. Okay, the same, all right, the sons and daughters that were sent away, that was put out, now they're coming back, man. They're coming back as immortals. They're coming back under the new covenant, man. Okay, which will never go off and be separated again. If a brother can put that in 2 Samuel 7 and 10. All right. If a brother can get that, 2 Samuel 7 and 10. And I get this here because now America finna feel it. You see? America's finna be a widow. All right. And so no one is ever going to return back to this land. You know, this is Isaiah 47. I start around maybe 7. Okay. I started 6. It says, it's Isaiah 47 and 6. It says, I was wroth with my people, I have polluted my inheritance and given them into thy hand. Okay. We was given over because I disobedience. Thou didst show them no mercy upon the ancient. Thou hast very heavily laid thy yoke. And thou sayest, I shall be a lady forever, so that thou didst not lay these things to thine heart, neither didst remember the latter end of it. Okay? And this is the mindset, all right, of Esau Edom, and this is the spirit that's on the land of America, man. America had this mindset that what they're going to be the superpower of the earth forever. Okay, they're gonna have their way with the Lord's people forever, because no one has benefited more off the slavery of Israel, all right, than America, man. Okay, he said, therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, thou sayest in thy heart, I am, and none else beside me. I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Because America hasn't suffered major casualties, man. You know, America just been a thriving, okay, superpower in the earth for a while, man. You see, but these two things shall come upon thee in the moment of one day: the loss of children, okay, and one day, because the nuke's gonna clear this place out, man. And the nuke's gonna clear this bitch out, man. Okay, and widowhood, they shall come upon thee in their perfection, man, their perfect timing, man. And it's gonna be complete. It's gonna be a complete destruction. All right, for the multitude of thy sorceries and the great abundance of thine enchantments. Okay, you see? So the Lord gonna clear this place out, man, just as we was cleared out of our land. Okay, the Lord is going to clear out America, man, and this place is going to be a widow. America is going to be a perpetual widow. You see? All right, let's go back to Tobit. I'm gonna grab that in Tobit 1, or Tobit 11. No, Tobit about verse 10. All right, this the brother Yashima, tribe of Judah. 2 Samuel 7:10 said, moreover, I will appoint a place for my people Israel, and will plant them that they may dwell in the place of their own. All right, and move no more, neither shall the children, okay, of wickedness afflict them any more as before time. All right, so we're gonna be placed in that place permanently, man, when we return this time, man. Okay. So let's go from there. Let's go back in the book of Tobit. All right, this Tobit 11:10 said, Tobit also went forth toward the door and stumbled, but his son ran unto him and took hold of his father, and he scraped, or all right, it says that he scraped of the gall on his father's eyes. Okay, he started to put those galls on his eyes. All right, saying, be of good hope, my father. And when his eyes began to smart, he rubbed them, and the whiteness, all right, piled away from the corners of his eyes. And when he saw his son, he fell upon his neck. You know, for brothers can get that, you know, in Job, with thine eyes shall I see my Redeemer. The brother can post it, you know, because his eyes is, you know, seeing his son. You know, he was blinded. You know, with Israel, we was blinded for a moment, you know, but the elect have what? Received their sight again, man. You know, verse 14 it says, and he wept and said, blessed art thou, O power, and blessed is thy name forever, and blessed are all thine holy angel, for thou hast scourged, and thou hast pity on me. For behold, I see my son Tobias, and his son went in rejoicing, and told his father great things that happened to him in Media. Okay. Then Tobiah went out to meet his daughter and law at the gate of Nineveh, rejoicing and praising the Most High. They which saw him go marveled because he had received his sight. But Toby gave thanks before them because the Most High had mercy on them. And when he came near to Sarah, his daughter-in-law, he blessed her, saying, thou art welcome, daughter. The Most High be blessed, which have brought thee unto us, and blessed be thy father and thy mother. And there was joy amongst all his brethren which were in Nineveh. Okay, so they're rejoicing, you know, the union, you know, this new union between Sarah and Tobias. So now all Tobias' family and his people, his brethren, his kindred, you know, are coming out and rejoicing, man. Okay, showing you that that marriage was a beautiful thing. You know, it has been so tainted and defiled now. But in the ancient world, man, marriage was a beautiful thing. And we're going to get back to that, man. You know, it says Achacaris and not Nasbas, his brother's son came, which is to Tobit nephews, and Tobiah's wedding was kept 7 days with great joy. So they had, they had a 14-day feast with Edna, with Salaki with Raguel and Edna his wife, and then they had another 7 days when he came back, with Tobit, man. You know, and the kingdom is going to be joyous, man. Okay, because Jake like to feast and do different things, but it's in wickedness, man. Okay, well now Jake get together his wickedness. You see, but now, man, we're gonna get together in Yahweh Bashim Al Shai. We're gonna feast to weddings and extensions of families. And it's gonna be a beautiful thing, man. So yeah, let me get that. Yep. So this is the book of Job 19:25. This brother Bayan Yashala. It says, "For I know that my Redeemer liveth, and that he shall stand at the latter day upon earth." Okay, and that's our hope, man. That's our faith, and we wait upon it. We wait upon the Son, Yahweh Shai. And just as um, Tobit, he was healed when he seen his son. When his son came, like Yahweh Shai, we're going to be completely healed when Yahweh Shai returns, man. Okay? It says, "And though after my skin worms destroy this body, yet in my flesh shall I see," all right, "shall I see power, man." Because the Most High is not going to physically come. It's going to be through his son, all right, which is going to be the express image of his father. Okay? Verse 27, "Whom I shall see for myself, and my eyes shall behold, and not another, though my reins be consumed within me." Okay? Let you know that Job is going to see, all right, his Redeemer, Yahweh Shai, with his own eyes, man. He's going to be back, even though, he wasn't, eventually he's going to die in that time, but he's going to be back to see his Redeemer, man. And Lord will, like we're a part of that great number, that remnant that's predestined to see Yahweh Shai, man. Come back, all right, hey, with the healing in his wing, man. Okay? So that's the point, Lord willing, you brothers, all right, and you few sisters edified. Till next time I say Shalom, Kwam Yashala, Bob, DJ soon, Shalom.